after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking downfield for Dez. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's airing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Ryan. They still can't get him. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Play action. Ryan. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers getting set to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he'll take this one up. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 19 on third and 18, and that'll move the chains.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Deion Jones in there to sack him for a loss of 6. The Chargers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 34. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check 50. 21.
Again, it's Johnson. He can't get him down. But he breaks through another tackle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
21.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. David Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Lucky 56.
And they'll go on the ground. Breaks a tackle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 33 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. Space to run past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw is Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And now running right through it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On 1st down, Ryan. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Again, Ryan. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Throwing again, Ryan. Buying time to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. The Chargers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get off on the snap. Jump too quickly.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Chargers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Check. Watch the
Glennon. And this is going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, ready, like 25. 36. Go.
Now a handoff, Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They toss to Freeman. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. On second down, here's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, Tuesday. Hey, Tuesday. Go! Gun. 54, south. Gun.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Vic Beasley in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Glennon. And down goes Glennon. They get him in the end zone, and that is a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
Fielded just inside the 20. They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville, and it's now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Bengals. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Freeman again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The Falcons on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and forever. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get